Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcats Stadium. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Texas State Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Bobcats headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado State's offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Rams have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ray. Finding some room. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Ray. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Rams want to move quickly.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wants to throw. It's Kelly. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Texas State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Edwards. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got a man, it's right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Delay to the back. It's Ray. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Harper. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Ray. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Ray. Mack's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Texas State, 0. Number 4, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Rams will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Might have a chance. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he could run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Samuel. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
1852 soldier! 1852 soldier! Slash! Down, ready! Red 18, go, go!
Off play action on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The Rams are in the hurry-up.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And the Rams come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ray. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Moving out to the right. Across the 45. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 10 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Gophers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. On the delay, it's Edwards. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out. Let's pound the rock, pound the football.
There's some room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
22. Where did he go?
The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
14.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
88. Like 88. Go, go.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
On target. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing.
129.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Here's ball to begin the drive. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. On first down, it's ball again. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They'll go to the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to take off. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Down, ready. Red 54, red 54. Where did he go?
Now the play fake. Floats it out in space. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, ready. Red, go, go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Here comes the heat. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with ball. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Could be an alley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Fakes to grab. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All the way. Touchdown, Colorado State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss.
Number 4, set to kick this one away.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll make the stop, and he gets enough to keep the drive moving on 4th down, a crucial conversion for this offense. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Samuel. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And then they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In that 3rd and long situation, you'd like to see your quarterback have a plan. You know that they may dial up the blitz, so you've got to know where you're answering.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff, ball. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Colorado State. Meadow on the end zone, he's got it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Colorado State 27, Texas State 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Caught in the backfield, it's right. Inside the 25. Snags it, and there's running room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Rams line it up with a 1st and goal.
Down, ready. Red 18, red, go, go.
Run in the red zone, it's ball. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Texas State, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. And they got him. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a... Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus ride.